What up, my friends? How are you doing? It's Tuesday night. We're here to talk about a number of different things, but the title of this is based on the fact that there is a Reddit post that was made asking if anybody else largely quit Magic because it's impossible to keep up. So we're going to go through some of the things that people had to say, and I did not plan for this at all. So I've got it up on the second screen, but I also have a bunch of stuff in the way. There we go. All right, let's grab the live stream link, share it in the Discord, then we'll do our hellos, and away we goes. Okay. All right, there we go. That's good. That's good. And this is good. Perfect. Everything looks solid with the stream. So let's moisten the old mouth hole and do our hellos. What up, Kenzuki, Dunn, Ang, Jess, Anthroplasm, Potts, Corner, Some, Crazy, Breakstop, Shelton, Gossett, Zircon, Yamagoro, Millmaster, Gerthulu, Shelly, Robert, Bowfalcon, Concrete, Gianna, Lowbrow, Error, Heavy Metal, Everyday, Fisher, Farky, Sabai. Hello to all of you guys. How are you doing? How's life been treating you? Oh, hey, Bowfalcon! Bowfalcon with the super chat. Bro, Bo, have you ever said to a chick, you need a Botox injection? But like, you know, and then like, what do you mean? Do I have wrinkles on my face? Be like, no, my name's Bo, and I want to inject you with my toxic dick, lady. Okay. Bowfalcon, Lord and the board, straight out the gates. Oh, and Gianna gifting a membership to Crazy Days. Nicely done. Gianna, you are the member lord, which is what I've heard people saying about you in your neighborhood. Get it? That's saying that you touch dicks. I'm calling you a whore. Is the camera a little blurry? It is. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. You must see my jubilant face in better quality. In a higher quality. There we go. That's better. Now you can see every inch of my disappointment. Okay. So where was I? We did all the hellos. Oh, hello time. So yeah, all right. There we go. That's good. That's good. We got all the hellos done. We got all the helloifications out of the way. I will mention right now off the top, and I'm going to mention it multiple times, that we have put out our RoboCop review video over on the Hatcher Movie Talks channel. It is 3 different installments, bing, bang, boom, like 3 different installments of RoboCop, not 3 different installments of our video. And it's called a time, what's it called again? A timely and, oh wait, no, that's not the link. I just shared my own live stream link to myself like a magoo. It's a timely and accurate, something like that. Whatever. It's got a title that makes me laugh, but I don't 100% remember at this moment. But now that I've talked about it enough, I have to look because it's going to itch at my brain. So, it is called Very Timely and Informed Review. There you go. When it is neither of those things. But it is entertaining. It is entertaining, yo. And since I've mentioned it, you know what? Let's show you the trailer that's been made specifically because of that RoboCop video. Here we go. At Hatcher Movie Talks, we pride ourselves on two things. Respecting the fans. No, don't tell us in the comments. Shut up. I don't need to hear if you think I'm wrong. Shut up. And if you don't like it, I don't care. And always being 100% accurate. Yes, because I don't remember anything from number 3. When you said the hacker kid, I was just like, hacker kid?
In the first one?
Yeah, that was the first one. Right?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. Hatcher Movie Talks. Subscribe now. You have 20 seconds to comply. That's a good trailer for a good video on a good channel right there. Get you some Hatcher Movie Talks. The link is pinned up at the top of the stream, so you can go over there and subscribe and you can enjoy the video, because it is, I give it 2 fat thumbs. I give it 14 thumbs up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Wait, I already did both to begin with. 16! 16 thumbs up. Brady, 2 nights in a row. Oh, it's starting to become a habit, bro. You're going to get addicted. You're going to get addicted, right? That's what's going to happen. You got to watch out for that. You got to watch out. You got to watch out for that. So, like I said, there is a post that's talking about saying, hey, is anybody else basically mostly quitting Magic because it's impossible to keep up? So this post has been upvoted 5,000 times and it has 1,500 comments. So it is a very engaged with post. So we're going to go through some of that stuff. Listen, Robert, every movie we've done a review on, we've watched, okay? I watched it months ago, and that's it. I can watch a movie and then have uninformed opinions about it 2 minutes later. So, suck on that truth. Pierce, you sub to the movie channel? Hell yeah, big boy. Hell yeah, bro. So, the post says, love the game, it's super fun, but fuck me, it's impossible to keep up with the release schedule the last several years. I don't have that kind of money. Man, let me enjoy a set before it's deemed irrelevant or illegal in standard play. We've had 21 sets since 2020 began. That's it? Feels like more. Bloomburrow and Neon Dynasty were fun enough for me to live on for a while. So, I mean, obviously, this is going to be a subjective thing. People are going to have different levels of feelings about this, and they're going to care about different sets, right? But the top comment that we've got on this post says, I'm definitely not getting into spoiler season as much as I used to, and I'll probably keep my singles purchases limited to store credit at my local game store. I still play plenty, but like you said, it's so hard to keep up. And I think there's a bunch of people in this boat where they're just kind of like, we're in endless spoiler season. Like, I expect to see spoilers for Aether Drift within the next week. I absolutely expect that. Like, we haven't even had the official release of Foundations. We had the pre-release start on Friday, and Wizards just dropped it on Arena today. Speaking of which, if you didn't hear about this, they are actually on Arena. They're giving away 10 Foundations decks. So if you go into the little like notification area, you have to click on the claim button to get the decks. Do that before you open Foundation packs, because the decks will check and see if you already have the cards. And if you already have the cards, they won't give them to you, right? So there's particular rares or whatever that are in these decks. If you already have the rares in your collection, they will not be given to you. So you don't want to accidentally open those with your Foundations decks. And there's another level to this where it doesn't just care about Foundations versions. If you have earlier versions of the cards as well, it will count it as if you do have it. It will not give them to you. And even more crazy than that, the deck list will only have the Foundations version in it. So it will tell you that you have an incomplete deck and ask you if you want to craft the cards that you actually already have in your collection, just with a different artwork from a different set, right? So it's important to be aware of that. It's also funny to note that there's an error going on with the decks where multiple of them don't actually have names. It says enter deck's name here. There's just some kind of screw up with that. So there's a couple of different issues, but like I opened up the Foundation decks, And I already have 40% of the set, it's saying. I think it's just one copy of each, but now I already have 40% of the set. And they did alchemy adjustments. So everybody was given alchemy versions of Ley Lines of Resonance if they have them. So the whole crafting for before they got banned, getting the wild cards back, and now getting alchemy versions has paid off. They also just banned, what's it called? Monstrous Rage? The one red instant that's being used to boost. And they alchemy downgraded a number of cards. Like the Heartfire Mouse that's like so badass. They made him into a 0/1 for alchemy. So they've done a whole bunch of different tweaks, you know? Pierce, you quit in 99 and came back in 22. I guess you're only allowed to join or leave during double-digit years. So you're going to have to keep playing till 33, and then you're going to quit, and you can come back in 55. All right? So 2033, you quit Magic forever. 2055, you come back to Magic forever. Yeah, I mean, there's that whole this isn't for you, just get what you want thing has very much become the norm, right? Yeah, when they had year-long blocks, it was pretty sweet because we got better development of stories. That's absolutely true, 100%. Yeah, Magaro, you stopped Karen after they dumped the stuff that came out after call time, like Capenna and everything? Why are you guys saying 2044? I made my edict. 3355. It can't just be 10 years later. He left in 99 and came back in 2022. That's a fucking like 20-year gap roughly. So if there's not some special reference for 2044, fuck you, mine's better. Mine shows that I actually paid more attention to what he said. You guys just jumped in the middle going, there's also 44. Really? Between 3 and 4? Between 3 and 5, there's the number 4? Congratulations, you can count. But you can't do fucking basic math, can you? So, get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get erect. So, let's read some more random comments from this Reddit thread. There's a week between each spoiler season now. Bloomburrow's already a long gone afterthought. That feels too real. Like, Bloomburrow does feel like it's right in the rearview mirror because Duskmourn's done now. Duskmourn got 7 weeks. So Bloomburrow is like ancient at this point. Ancient. That's so wild. It's so wild. There's a bunch of people saying that they just stopped, like, really, and they're not keeping up with new sets. They're just picking up stuff for their EDH decks. Here's a comment that actually, I totally get this one. Foundations will probably be my final entry for a while. It's a huge set with a lot of best of Magic flavor to it, which is totally true. And 2025 is going to be full of sets I don't care about. 2025 does look pretty rough. Let's be real. Here's another one. Make a cube, play with friends, seize the means of production. You don't need to keep up. Also a valid perspective. Jason, it irritates you how many times a year you forget about a legend you want to build a commander deck for? Well, I mean, bro, they are making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of legendary creatures a year now. For example, Thunder Junction had like 50 plus legendaries without even including the commander products and stuff. So how are you supposed to keep up? How are you supposed to keep up? Gianna, yeah, the article, the Wizards that is confusing in a way because it's not the actual Iron Man art that's in contention. It's the background behind the Iron Man art. That Iron Man art, that's Marvel's IP. But the art was created to be used as part of a teaching class, so you don't have to worry about copyright issues. But now Wizards is using it as part of their style guide, and so the person who painted it is like, that's my background and you can't use it. So it's not the actual Iron Man painting itself. It's a weird situation, and I'm probably going to end up talking about it more in depth at some point. That is likely. That is likely. Cave, that's it. You can have SpongeBob characters with Marvel gear fighting against Final Fantasy dudes. 100%. 100%. Garfield tapping to make a lasagna token. Tapping? Welcome to Power Creep Town. Garfield comes into play and automatically triggers the creation of 4 lasagna tokens. Okay? So, lasagna tokens are ultra food tokens. You can pay 2, sack, choose. Feast or Scald. Feast, gain 3 life. Scald, target player loses 3 life. That's a lasagna token. I'm burning you with Garfield's lasagna. Take that, John. Somebody took the Garfield cartoon and removed everything Garfield was saying from them. So it just makes John look like a lunatic who's yelling at his cat, which is pretty funny. Jedi, 6 standard legal sets next year instead of just 4. Yup. And Foundations will be in the mix too. Everyday Legends having a gold border was good enough. Well, they were interesting and they had cool flavor, but let's be real. Vanilla creatures by and large aren't terribly exciting. Although that 12-8 crazy dinosaur is pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Yeah, Gianna, that part's true. The amount that Wizards paid for a piece of artwork for Magic didn't increase for the first like 27, 28 years. I actually heard the same thing from another Magic artist that I talked to in person at a con, who actually studied under the guy who's responsible for writing what you were talking about. And he said that, yeah, they basically only raised it from $1,000 to $1,250 in the last couple years. And then they paid a premium they paid extra if you were doing something like a Planeswalker, right? Can we get a way to make shenanigan counters? Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. Juglum, a VIP list. They allows you to buy every secret layer. They were actually going to do a secret layer subscription service. That was in the works. And they literally like purchased domain names for it and everything. And they put out surveys asking people what different kind of subscription services they would be interested in. And they didn't. They didn't go with it. Shelly, your boy just sold his duels. It's time to skip town. 4,500 and he's out. I mean, dual lands have reached really high prices. I feel like the reserve list stuff is crazier and crazier to me with the amount of money that people are willing to pay for these cards and knowing that Wizards will eventually be reprinting the reserve list. It's not an if, it's a when. It just like, and the fact that the older players, a lot of them who want the older stuff, are aging out and at a certain point fucking dying off. Like, this isn't an infinite, it goes up in value kind of scenario, right? Break stop, but the way secret layers are now, a subscription will be worth it. If you don't want to miss out on any of them, yep. Super backer, you agree it's impossible to keep up with Magic? I agree as well, because I can't keep up with everything. And I literally make videos about Magic as part of my living. That's one of my fucking jobs, right? So it's crazy. You know, did you guys know they're changing standard rotation so that it happens at the beginning of the year? Did you hear about that? Because that definitely is a change. And I'm not against it, actually. Rather than having it being some random time in September. They're not doing it yet, but they will be enacting it, I think, in 2026. Rule any gimmick, bro. Any gimmick. You think scratch and sniff cards are off the tables, man? They tried to figure out how to make glow-in-the-dark cards, but they couldn't make it happen. They were going to have cards that you needed to scan a cell phone with, you know? So, like, you needed to scan with your cell phone, I should say. That's it. Jedi Monstrous Rage. That's the name of the card. 100%. Geronimo! What's up, buddy? Bo, the Donato situation is what we're actually talking about. You know, I should note down. I should note this down. Well, no, it's better to note it on this. I should note this down to talk about it specifically as like the title of something rather than in passing, because it was on my list of things to do, and then that list got misplaced and other news came along. But yeah, he won't work with Wizards anymore. And this all, like, it's the Iron Man background artwork, using it without his permission right after he just resolved legally the trouble in Paris thing. That just got settled. Jason, it makes perfect sense to expect them to reprint reserve lists. First of all, Wizards of the Coast is used to people yelling at them, and the corporation doesn't care. Wizards of the Coast isn't afraid of threats or anything like that. The only thing they're afraid of is not making money and looking bad in front of the shareholders. So Wizards doesn't care how much people complain, bitch, scream, and do whatever else. The only thing they care about is when you don't buy a product. That's why Magic 30 got pulled off the shelves so quickly, because it wasn't selling in a hugely embarrassing way. So Magic 30 is the indicator that they absolutely will try to reprint the reserve list again. They literally reprinted the reserve list already. Like, people who think they won't reprint the reserve list, they did already 2 years ago. They literally already did it. They originally told us we won't reprint the reserve list cards, even with a different back. But then they went, well, actually, guess what? We're doing it, but with a different back, so they're not official Magic cards, so it don't count. So they literally have already reprinted the reserve list. They just got too greedy with it and fell on their faces. And so they will come back to it. They absolutely will come back to it. But they have to give it enough space for people to forget. Like, Magic 30 caused massive damage to the game. A ton of old school people sold out their collections, and the effects of Magic 30 still persist to this day, where so many collections were sold, and the faith has been lost even by like the big websites that buy Magic cards, to the point where they don't take bulk rares anymore. They were like, yo, we'll take bulk rares at 10 cents a rare, but Wizards of the Coast obliterated that. So many people sold their collections that some stores were like, we're not buying anything at all for money for like the next year. We'll give you store credit if you want, if you'll take other products off our hands, but we're not paying for Magic cards. Like, the ripples of it are still being felt nigh on 2 years later. So the reserve list is absolutely something that they intend to milk, but right now it's just on the back burner. Let everybody forget. Let everybody calm down. Let them focus on other stuff, you know? Will Hasbro ever sell off Wizards of the Coast? Yes. Yes, they will. Hasbro will sell Wizards of the Coast when Hasbro has collapsed and can no longer survive as a company, and they're selling off their assets in one last gasp to get money for the shareholders. That's it. But Magic will be horrific at that point, right? They will have tried every gross, dumb gimmick they can. The player base will have totally atrophied, and they'll sell it off to a company that will be like, we got to try and squeeze money out of this, so whoever gets it next isn't going to do a better job with it. It's just going to get worse, you know? That's the deal. That's the deal. They're going to buy this cow that's almost out of milk, and instead of going, you know what, if we take this cow out to the pasture and let it eat all the grass that it wants and live a calm life, then we can get milk from it in the future. They'll go, whatever cow, we need drugs right now. Inject this cow with drugs to get milk from it. And it's like, but then the milk will be full of drugs and the cow will die pretty soon. Who cares? Drug it. Get the milk. That's how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go. So yes, one day, Wizards of the Coast will be sold off. But that will already be a nightmare land at that point, right? Will be a nightmare land. Nah, Yamagoro, I don't think that them becoming a division of Hasbro precludes people from suing them over promissory estoppel. I don't believe that just going, hey, you know this company that we bought? We made it a division of our company, so now it's free of all legal obligations that previously existed. That doesn't feel right. I'm obviously not a fucking lawyer. I'm an internet yeller, but that don't feel right. That don't feel right. Yeah, you know what, Jedi? That's how it works, man. When there are things that raise the prominence level of characters, that can have a bang-on effect in Magic. So Baldur's Gate doing so well has made the characters from Baldur's Gate more popular, which means the cards from, obviously, any of those characters have a higher interest level for people. Yeah, Millmaster, they've said a million things, and they go back on it. Like, anything they say they won't do doesn't mean anything. We won't do this until we're doing it. I won't steal from your wallet until I find your wallet. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. It's like if I said I wasn't going to take any money out of your wallet, and then it's like, well, that was then, and then I found your wallet, and it took all your fucking money. Thanks, you know? Yeah, Magaro, man. Even in the scenario, let's say that you're right. Let's say you're right that that somehow becoming a division removes all that. That's not going to stop people from suing Wizards of the Coast. They'll fucking sue them anyways. They will sue them anyways, right? They'll just go, doesn't matter. Guess what? The lawsuit might not have any merit. It's still going to cost Wizards to fucking defend against it. They're still going to have to use their lawyers, bro. Just because a lawsuit isn't actually going to win doesn't mean people won't file it. And Wizards of the Coast has had a whole bunch of different lawsuits. They're always getting into trouble. Hell, they literally just had to settle out of court with Donato, right? Steve says the best way to see what they'll do is to see when Merrill blogs they'd never do it and wait 6 months. Bro, he said that he was calming people down about Universes Beyond not being in Standard less than 10 days before they made the announcement that Universes Beyond would be in Standard. Legitimately. Like, he said it way before that, too. But less than 2 weeks before they made the official announcement of we're dumping Universes Beyond into Standard, he was out there going, nothing to worry about, you know? Like, so Rosewater's word is useless for anything other than insights on what they do for, like, design, color pie, stuff like that has genuine interest in use, and the rest of it is just fucking lies. The man is a liar, but he gets away with it by going, I don't use any information you guys don't have. So, like, it's like he can say, yeah, I'm not going to stab you. I'm not going to stab you. I'm not going to stab you. And then it's like, I'm going to stab you now. And it's like, you said you weren't going to stab me. But that was the information of when I wasn't going to stab you. But you knew you were about to in 2 minutes. Yeah, but 2 minutes ago, I wasn't going to stab you. So saying I'm not going to stab you is accurate based on my knowledge at the time of that's measuring your current knowledge, right? And it's like, what? What? It's that kind of nonsense. It's that kind of nonsense. So yeah, they're definitely going to come after the reserve list again. There's no question. Thinking that the reserve list is some kind of fucking safe haven is delusional as far as I'm concerned. And honestly, investing in Magic the Gathering at all is fucking wild. It's wild. It's like one step up from investing in like crypto scams and shit. Like it's just a bunch of cardboard rectangles. What would make you think that these are going to fucking hold long-term value? I just really believe in my heart that Wizards won't reprint the reserve list. They already fucking did. They just tried to get too much money for it. It's like if I don't believe Gary will try and rob my house. Gary, you caught Gary trying to rob your house and ran him out of your house. You literally caught Gary trying to rob your fucking house. And you're going to look me dead in the eye and say, you don't think Gary's going to try and rob your house? What? 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 Is Safe Haven on the reserve list? Nah, they reprinted that multiple times. Multiple times. Oh, man. So, yeah. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast. Greedy wild boys. All right, let's see some other comments from this post here. I don't try and keep up. I get what I get, and that's all I get. Yep. I haven't quit, but my 20 commander decks aren't getting updates anymore. Proxy. It's liberating. I used to drop hundreds of dollars per deck, and now I almost only use proxies for my new commander decks. It's crazy how much proxies have been embraced by the Magic community. And I use myself as part of the barometer for that, because I used to never want anything to do with proxies and only wanted real Magic cards. Now I want real Magic cards, but if I can't get them, they're not available or whatever else, I'll happily use proxies. No problem. There's a bunch of proxies in my cube now with 0 issues. None of it. No issues. Even proxying, the problem isn't keeping up with cost. The problem is keeping up with information. 6 full sets a year is a lot of cards and mechanics to keep up with. It's impossible to keep up with everything going on with Magic. It's literally impossible to know all of it. I know that because I check up on the Magic news every fucking day. And then I'll just be like, how did I miss this? This happened 2 fucking weeks ago. I'm looking every day. How am I missing this shit? Right? It's impossible. It's impossible. What else do we got going on here? Somebody talking about how they couldn't afford to buy the sets back in the day. Now that they have disposable income, they feel the enjoyment being sapped away by Wizards' greed. It is frustrating to feel taken advantage of, you know? It is pretty obnoxious. You got 1 million cards. Those cards have 1 million words on them. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's virtually impossible to keep up. Number of variants, release cadence, and artificial scarcity grew a lot in the past years. It's not just product. Keeping up with the news is not easy either. No matter your lanes, collector, constructed player, or casual player, the number of changes has been constant in the game. And I'm one that likes changes, but they have been less tweaks and more revolutions. If you try to line up all the changes that happened in 23 and 24, you'd have a hard time and would certainly miss something. I agree with this, and I'm somebody who literally covered all the stuff that's been going on in 23, 24. What up, Jonathan? What up, Thompson? How's my day? My day's been pretty good overall. My back hurts from putting together some furniture for Carly that you gotta work 2 wrenches at the same time. I've never had one like that before, where you had to hold the bolt in place with 1 wrench and then work the other wrench. And the angles that some of the pieces had to be on, I literally had to take the stuff, lay it on the bed, angle it up on boxes, and at one point there's a piece that's like I'm holding it in place with my shoulder while I'm trying to get the bolts in, but I have to reach all the way, like extend my arm all the way out. And I got long arms, bro. And it was just, I just barely made it, but I managed to get the thing put together. And I have never sweat so much or strained so much putting together furniture ever. But it's like, it's this metal like hanging rack thing, because hanging can help her with the problem she has from her disability. So it was a real hassle to put it together. But on the flip side of that, once you get it put together, it feels very satisfying. If you accomplish a task that's easy, you get a little bit of satisfaction. If you accomplish a task that's challenging, it feels a lot more satisfying, you know? Jonathan, you playing Flesh and Blood action? Nice. Jedi, you remember the Shards of Alara block? Oh yeah, they did the whole Shards of Alara's foils. I remember that. Ghostface, it was the first time putting this thing together. I've put together a lot of different furniture over the years, and this one stood out as unique. Normally, the most annoying thing I have to deal with a piece of furniture is realizing that I put a piece on backwards. And I'm like, oh no, I put this piece on backwards. It's not going to look right, because it's like two sides of a flat board. This side should be showing out. This goes against the wall, and I reversed it. And it's annoying I have to take that stuff apart. But with this, a whole new level. Whole new level. Pierce, I've never had to work two tools at once. You find that doubtful. Probably because you jerk so many fucking dicks all the time that you assume everybody's doing it. But I got news for you. Other than you and your mother, the rest of us have fucking self-respect. So, eat my dick, fuckface. Correct, Steve. Magic is not designed to be kept up with anymore. They're catering to short-term tourists. Absolutely. Absolutely. A confused consumer is an unsuspecting consumer. Saying that, it does make me think about the charts that you would need for the AAA video games to figure out the pre-order bonuses and which do I get the Ultra one? Do I get the Ultra Deluxe? Do I get the Premier? And it's like, well, this one gives me the hammer pants with the butthole cut out. Oh, okay. But this one gives me camo. This one gives me camo edition hammer pants with the butthole cut out. Oh, this one gives me camo hammer pants that doesn't have the butthole cut out, so I can keep my butt warm when I'm sitting in the bunker fighting ducks. Right? Ned, you missed actual Magic lore when it wasn't shit. I feel you. I feel you, bro. Dragnarok, the title sums up your life. 2025 won't be kind to your wallet with Tarkir and Final Fantasy. That's only 2 sets. That's only 2 sets, bro. Ghostface, you mean having to do the acrobatics to put it together? Yeah, no, that's new. I haven't had to do that before. I'm used to like laying all the pieces out on the floor of my living room, taking a look at the instructions, and diving in. But with this one, it was a different beast, 100%, man. 100%. What up, Scyther? What do you mean we're here and we're ready? Is there somebody else there with you? Or like the voices in your head? What are you talking about? Just spend all you can and hope you get the good versions. Jedi, yep, that's how it works. That's how it works with the new property. Someone will get in because they're excited about, they'll be like, yo, I like Doctor Who. And then the next thing that comes along and they're like, oh, I don't care about this. And they'll get less of it. Maybe they'll get some stuff. Oh, maybe I can try some cards. And the next set will come along. Again, nothing to do with Doctor Who. And they'll just be like, oh, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need anything else. Like, they're not engendering long-term loyalty in any way, right? At all. At all. Rex, mega flying is just horsemanship. Horsemanship is essentially mega flying. Oh, man. I can still feel it in my back for putting that fucking furniture together, bro. Rule, what do you mean people talk about release schedule but not about power creep? People have been talking power creep left, right, and center. You just must not have been fucking paying attention, bro. I've talked about it a bunch too. People are very aware of the power creep. It's screamingly obvious. And like, power creep doesn't even feel accurate anymore. Power leap, power bounds, power fucking run. They ain't creeping it anymore. They have fucking full-on power hosing, bro. Or like, power creep is something that Magic had going on slowly. Now it's full tilt. Full tilt, bro. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. All right, some more comments. I quit buying booster boxes when they went from a single type of booster that you could draft and find chase cards in. I stopped buying secret layers when they made it impossible to participate without cheating. I quit buying singles above $1 when they proceeded to reprint everything in specialty variants multiple times a year. I stopped buying specialty in-store sealed products when they stopped providing an MSRP. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Someone says, I'm not quitting, but between Universes Beyond and the pace of releases, Magic is running away from me. And while I was a very good runner, both literally and in this metaphor, years catch up to you. Yup. I haven't spent money on Magic cards in about a year. They aren't making it for me anymore, so I'm not paying money to the company that makes it. I make proxies to keep up with friends playing Commander, and I play Arena without buying gems. But they killed the game I love, and the best way to play this point is Cube. I mean, I love the Cube. And like this guy, I actually play on Arena pretty much every day. But I do not put any money into Arena, and I will not put any money into Arena. I can't see a situation where that would ever change, right? It's just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to me. Ned, you have like 5 friends who don't play Magic that want me to get them the Final Fantasy stuff when it comes out. They're going to have the best sales year ever with Marvel and Final Fantasy, and it makes you sad. I understand that sadness, and they are going to do banger sales with Final Fantasy and Marvel. And for a couple of years, they're going to feast on Universes Beyond, and they're going to be like, yeah, and other people are going to, people who are like super hardcore Magic fanboys who are disconnecting from reality will go, see, these banger sales prove that this was a great choice and this is great for the health of Magic. But then you give it a few more years after they've used the biggest IPs up, and it's like just trying to go, the only idea they're going to have is to try and go back to those IPs again. Let's do Lord of the Rings again. Let's do Marvel again. It's just going to be this diminishing return cycle where they're not going to have the same kind of loyal customer base that they had for decades. It is totally short-sighted and cannibalistic, self-cannibalistic. Huge, yeah, power creep. The power creep is what gets people to get new stuff. That's the whole point of power creep, is to make, like, if they just make things that are the same as what you already have or weaker, why are you going to get it? And that's part of why them focusing on Commander so much is so detrimental to the game, because Commander needs bigger cards to move the needle. You need a card that can affect a 4-player game of Magic and compete with everything that exists throughout the history of Magic. So when they turn everything into Commander Palooza, that means the power creep has to be Commander level power creep. And it absolutely necessitates you buying new stuff to keep up. Like, that's what killed Spellfire. Spellfire is the premier example in my head of power creep murdering a game, where the way it worked in that game was it had, like, basically, I'll just keep it simple. It had creature boost spells. So, like Giant Crow, like, check it out. This gives my guy +4. This gives my guy +6. And so each set they printed had bigger plus boost cards. And they didn't have mana costs. So a +6, a +8, a +10, a +12, they all cost the same in terms of deck building and actually playing the cards. So it very much became, if you're not playing the newest set, you don't have the big boost cards, you are fucked. You're just done. Like, and it was absurd. I loved Spellfire because I love D&D, and I love, oh my god, the cards have got the actual, like, magic items from D&D. This is so cool. And then the power creep made me go, no, I'm out. Like, I dropped Spellfire so fast. What about rumors that paper Magic was going away in favor of digital? That is a misguided thought that people have. That's not a rumor. That is just a persistent concept that people have in their head because they're not looking at reality. And they think with a very basic concept of, think about all the money that Wizards makes from selling Magic cards. Now, if they didn't have to pay for paper and the printing facilities and shipping the products and everything, think about how much more money they would make. So it's people who think that everybody who's spending money on physical Magic would spend the same amount of money on digital Magic, and Wizards would just make crazy bank. But that's not the reality. It'll never be like that. There's tons of people who would be like, I'm not going to spend any money on Arena. Or if they do, they will spend a fraction of what they would spend on paper Magic. Paper Magic is where they make the lion's share of their profits. But I liken it to when movie companies or video game companies go, look, our stuff's being pirated. 250,000 people pirated our thing. And if they had all bought it for fucking $10, like that's $2.5 million that we've been stolen from us. But most of those people wouldn't have bought it, right? It's just it's imaginary land. That's what that is. So it's just people not realizing that underneath it all, it doesn't actually make sense what they're thinking. They're just thinking from the purest, simple concept of, well, if all the money that was spent on paper gets spent on digital and you don't have to spend the paper costs, that's a straight up win for the company. Infinite amounts of cards at no cost. Packs that are available forever. But the reality is that most arena players don't even spend $75 in a year, and Magic players just buying one booster box greatly exceed that. So, and that's just one booster box across an entire year. And Magic players, there's a bunch who spend way more than that. Like, way more. Dice Masters. Yeah, I've heard people bring up Dice Masters having a similar strategy to what's going on with Universes Beyond and it not working out well. It's short term. It's short-term thinking. It gooses the numbers for a little bit, but it does long-term damage to the healthier game, right? Yep, Jedi, that's correct. MTGO required actual money to play in events and to activate your account, and you can play Arena as a free-to-play. MTGO did something as well that Wizards didn't like, which was to have its own separate economy independent of Wizards, where people basically used tickets as de facto dollars and then could buy and sell cards without Wizards getting a piece at all. So Wizards wanted to avoid that. That's why Arena has like no economy. There is no economy and also no dusting system, so that you just got to keep chasing what you want or buy wild cards or whatever. And they didn't even want to sell wild cards at first. That was a concession that they made after they botched things by forcing alchemy into historic and drove away a big portion of players, because players wanted a non-rotating format to play with their cards, and Wizards went, fine, we'll give you one. But then abruptly, after Wizards failed, like their plan was originally to make Arena the main hub for Magic. Like in their wettest dreams, it was like, we can get so many people on here spending all this money, and this will be where our Pro Tour is. But like, they didn't want to do the effort to build a proper Pro Tour. In fact, when they created the Pro Tour, they just picked a bunch of people and didn't even explain how they picked them or how you could join the Pro Tour. And then after a long time of people complaining, they went, okay, here's how you get into the Pro Tour. You got to get there from the Rivals League. And it's like, well, what the hell's the Rivals League? It's a selected group of people, and we didn't even pick them based on their play skill. We picked them based on different demographics that we want to represent. And it's like, so how do you get into the Rivals League? Oh, well, there's some way or something. And it's like, oh, okay. And they did nothing. They're so arrogant that they did nothing to actually foster a proper pro environment, where they were like, here is a separate client of Arena that's only used for pro events, and that way all the other people on it won't bog down the fucking servers, and if there's a problem, we can rebuild the games and you can pick up from where it crashed. They didn't do any of that. No, just play it on the regular client. Okay. And what happens if a game crashes? It's like, but you're making videos going, they'll know your name, and showing people on the stage holding up trophies and stuff. Like, don't you want to back that up? And they're like, excuse me, we're Magic the Gathering. We're like the kings. Don't you know who the fuck we are? And it's like, yeah, in the cardboard world you are, but you're literally entering the digital world. You're competing with every fucking video game in existence. And they were like, we're Wizards of the Coast. We're awesome. People work for us like for less money just because we're Wizards of the Coast, and people should have to pay more for our digital game because we're Wizards of the Coast, because we make Magic the Gathering. This is Magic the Gathering. And yeah, in the card game world, you're a big name, but in the digital game world, you ain't shit. And Arena has fucking collapsed from its highest point in terms of digital viewership and everything, right? So Wizards fucking blew it. And once they realized that they were never going to get everybody on there as their pro dream and make all the money that they wanted, they're like, well, fuck this. We're going to be more like Hearthstone, and we're going to put alchemy into historic. And then they lost a shit ton of people. And then they're like, we'll let you buy wild cards. We'll do this. Okay, we're golden packs, all this stuff. Please come back. Please. Please. They pushed it too far, man. They pushed it too far. Ned, do people actually buy wild cards? Yes. People absolutely do. They absolutely do. There are tons of people who are starved for wild cards. Like, we've had the benefit of playing Magic with cards and playing Magic for a while, right? When you just start playing Magic, Magic's fucking amazing. It's an awesome game. So you get into it and you want to build different decks. And the cards that you want are just a few clicks and a credit card away, right? So also, Magic the Gathering preys on people with addictive personalities. I know. I have one. So people absolutely buy wild cards. I'm like you. I have like 105 wild mythic rare ones, 200 some odd rare wild cards, hundreds and hundreds of uncommon ones and common ones, 580,000 gold. I'm down to 5,000 gems because I just bought the Foundation Mastery Pass. My brain was like, why don't you wait until the end of the season like you did with the Duskmourn? And I said, we're entering into a new era of Magic where I might dislike it so much I don't even play on Arena anymore. You know, if I don't like playing in Spider-Man and all that stuff, that might just be like, I'm only going to play on Arena in chunks. So if I'm not playing, who even gives a fuck about the gems? Plus, with 580,000 gold, I can get back gems, no problem. No problem. Fisher, you're playing more Digimon than Magic now? People are moving over to other games. There's comments like that in the thread that I was reading. People talking about going over to Sorcery, Flesh and Blood. I'm going to be doing a video using a case study for Grand Archive. Why are people leaving Magic the Gathering for games like Grand Archive? To use a smaller game to illustrate points that will be salient along the course of many different games, really. Brent, what's up, buddy? You like HeroClix, but they're currently pushing the equivalent of Secret Layers with $20 to $60 boxes to try and buff their profit margin and squeeze more releases in each quarter? I am not surprised. Jason, unless you're mistaken, MTG is basically the primary way people play Vintage and Legacy. I think you're probably right about that. That sounds correct to me. There are some little events that happen. Well, a little is, it varies. But like, there are some events that happen in the physical world where people get together for those formats, but there's not a ton of them. Hugh, yeah, oh yeah. No, they definitely prey on people with addictive personalities. 100%. I love opening fucking blind boxes. I love all of it. I fucking love booster packs. Like, I fucking love them. I know that it is smarter and more direct to the point to buy singles, but I love opening packs. Like, I'm trying to collect a set of Bloomborough by opening Bloomborough packs. It would be faster and more efficient to just purchase the singles, but that's not nearly as satisfying, right? At all. At all. Brent, yep, that's true. That's true. Magic the Gathering is offering less of what actually feels like old school fantasy like flavor, and games like Sorcery definitely deliver that. And the quality of the artwork and just the richness of the printing and stuff. I have Alpha Sorcery and I like it. I like it. Kieran, how do I feel about the Japanese Magic? You got to be more specific, bro. I'm not actually sure what you're asking me. Glenn, you're wondering if I'm someone like you who doesn't really care about special cosmetics. I do and don't care about cosmetics. It goes like this. I do not give a flying fuck about parallax styles, where they go like this. Check it out. I'm the parallax historian. $10, guys. That's $10. Parallax styles suck. But, for example, the stained glass planeswalkers, those styles, fuck yeah. So, I would say 95% of styles mean nothing to me and have zero value. So, in terms of the Mastery Pass and whether it's worth buying for you, I get the Mastery Passes and I consider the styles to be worth nothing. The easiest way for you to figure out if it's worth it for you to get the Mastery Pass is to jot down the items that you get in it. So write down 4,000 gold, write down 1,200 gems, or just consider the Mastery Pass to be 2,400 gems, which is what I do. Because you're going to get 1,200 gems back if you finish it, right? The best thing to do is to wait and buy it at the end of the season when you know you've completed it, because you might not get to complete it. I completed most Mastery Passes, but ultimately, during the Kaldheim season, our home got broken into. We had to relocate, and I never got to finish the Mastery Pass. So from that point on, I bought most of the Mastery Passes after I completed them, but I did get the Markov Manor and Thunder Junction ones in advance, and the Bloomborough one in advance, because I was playing every day and was like, screw it. But with Duskmourn, it seemed so tight that I didn't buy it in advance. I bought it afterwards. So basically, compare it to 2,400 gems. So 2,400, no, how much is the Mastery Pass? Is it 3,400 gems? Or is it 36? It's 34, isn't it? And you get 12 back. So it's like 2,200 gems? Is that right? Whatever. Look at how many gems are on the pass. The cost of it, take 1,200 gems off of that, okay? And then basically the things that are of value in it are 4,000 gems, a player draft token, and 20 booster packs. That's the meat of it. There are other things like the sleeves. I don't care about card cosmetics. I don't care about parallax styles, but the sleeves are fucking cool. There are, like, depending. I didn't care about the Duskmourn sleeves. None of those were cool. But the sleeves, for example, the Markov Manor Exquisite sleeve, amazing. The sleeves that they've got in the Foundation Mastery Tree or whatever the hell it's called now, those are great. They look great. I was looking at them today going, whoa. So I actually did get the Foundations thing in advance. But you can break it down like this. Booster packs cost 200 gems a piece, right? So 20 packs at 200 gems a piece, you're already getting more than your gems worth. But you don't get to pick the packs. They're spread across a bunch of different sets, right? So you've also got the player draft token, which is worth 1,500 gems if you want to buy it yourself, or 10,000 gold. So those two alone exceed if you were to buy them with gems, but you have to decide if that's worth it to you. So for me, it is. For me, it is. Even though right now I'm not even opening the boosters. I have 320 unopened boosters in my account, 13 player draft tokens. But for me, the Mastery Pass is worth it if you can buy it completed and you don't spend any gems to finish it. You know what I mean? Justin, you play Magic with your 12-year-old son on a regular basis. You think he's ready and Foundations is a good set for him to start building from? Yeah? You get my thumbs up on that, bro? Seems totally reasonable. There's starter kits and stuff like that that have special jumpstart variations. You can play with them, so I'd say go for it. I'd say go for it. But yeah, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is take the main things that are in the Mastery Pass and decide if those main things are worth it to you. And for me, it is, right? Each of those booster packs adds to your card collection and gives you progress towards wild cards as well. So I buy every booster pack they put on sale for like 900 gold. I snag those. I get draft tokens when they used to put those on sale. The one time they had it for like 35% off, which is a hell of a deal. But normally I only use my gold. Like when it comes to drafting, I'll spend 5,000 gold on bot drafts before I'll spend 10,000 gold on player drafts. So I can get 2 drafts out of the same amount of gold. But that's a matter of whether you like it or not, you know? Jedi, you have the Samet stained glass. I have all the Planeswalker stained glass stuff. I spent a bunch of gems. Brent, you did a naughty. You've been super well behaved getting your ducks in a row, but someone had a set of PSA 10 Neon Ink Hitasugus for an unbeatable price, so you grabbed them. Well, bro, you know what? You've been fucking working hard, and you had to make a bunch of sacrifices for a while, so you deserve to get things that make you happy. If it brings you joy, joy can be pretty fleeting in this world, right? So there is that balance as well. You have to find things that make you happy. And at the end of the day, it's your money. So spend it on things you enjoy. Spend it on things you value. Spend it on things you appreciate, right? Spend it on me. That too. That's all. I should be valued and appreciated. A neon ink hatcher. Hugh, you're not going to lie. You started doing what I do on Arena and saving your gold and spending them on drafts, and you prefer it. It's the superior way of doing things as far as I'm concerned. There are people who argue that the golden packs are worth it, and that's fine if they're worth it for them and they don't like the drafts. But you can literally save up 5 days worth of gold, and you get to play in a draft, which guarantees you at least 50 gems bare minimum on top of the fucking 4 packs that you get for being part of the draft. And 3 of those packs are full-size booster packs, not the 8-card booster packs. So you get a good amount of cards, and you can actually end up getting 5 packs, because after you've got at least 1 win, you start to get a 20% chance or higher of getting a second pack. So you can get 5 packs for 5,000 gold when the packs cost 1,000 gold a piece, so that's the same difference. You get to the fun of playing in the draft. You actually get progress on the draft meter as well. Playing in a draft guarantee, if you play in at least 1 draft every month, you're guaranteed, even just 1 game, you're guaranteed to get 500 gold at the end of, or is it a booster pack? You're guaranteed to get a booster pack or 500 gold, one or the other. Maybe it's a booster. Yeah, it's a booster pack. If you level up to silver, then you get 500 gold as well, right? So the drafts are fucking sweet. It's just, it's great. It's great. And if you do well in the draft, you can get hundreds and hundreds of gems. And if you do really well, you can get like 950 gems from 1 draft, bro. So at one point I had 20,000 gems sitting in my account, but I haven't been doing nearly as many drafts. So instead I have over 500,000 gold, you know? I have a lot of gold. A lot of gold. What up, Patrick? Good day to you, buddy. A good day to you. All right, intermission, and then I might just have something mysterious for us to take a peek inside of. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. All right, I'm back. All right. Bum, 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 bum. I have a package to open. The box that Bo Falcon has sent out has arrived, and it is surprisingly heavy. It's got some serious weight to it. So let's slice into this and see what we got. Let's cut through this medical tape, because Bo Falcon is some kind of serial killer. And let's see what he sent. Let's see what's in the box. All right. Oh, yeah, bro. Yes. Right off the bat. Are you kidding me? I love these. I love these so much, bro. Smoked almonds, man. Oh, yes. Yes. Smoked almonds, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. And then we got... Oh! The honey roasted almonds. Carly got a little can of these. These are delicious. Man, can I get any nuttier? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, look at that. I'm setting up my own Price is Right display. What's this? Oh! This is that awesome beef jerky. Carly doesn't normally care for beef jerky, but this stuff she really liked, and so did I. This shit is awesome. Bo Falcon, bro, well done. Well done. This is making my mouth hole tingle with delight, bro. But I'm sure you hear that from dudes all the time. What the hell? Throat coat? Look at the name of this. Throat coat. I'm gonna tape that onto my pants. Brent, why am I trying to eat diamonds? Listen, you stupid bastard. It's really fucking obvious. Have you ever heard the fucking Rihanna song, Shine Bright Like a Diamond? You are what you eat, fuckstick. So how am I supposed to impregnate Rihanna if I don't shine bright like a diamond? And how am I supposed to shine bright like a diamond if I'm not a diamond? And how am I supposed to be a diamond if I don't eat diamonds, you fucking magoo? Use your brain, stupid. Oh, it's got peppermint tea too. Right on. The teas are I figured. It looked like samples, but hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So there's 2 of those. Throat coat. Caffeine-free. What kind of tea is in here? Traditional medicinals. Consult your healthcare practitioner prior to use if you have low potassium levels. If you're taking diuretics, corticosteroids, cardiac glycosides, such as digoxin, potassium depleting medications, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Do not use this product if you have high blood pressure, heart disease, or impaired kidney or liver function, or you're allergic to plants in the parsley family. Not recommended for use with children under 12 years. What the fuck is this, Bo Falcon? Don't throat coat kids under 12? Yeah, I already know that. That's illegal. That's illegal. Does it have warnings on the peppermint tea? Consult your healthcare practitioner prior to use if you have gallstones or bile duct obstruction, hiatal hernia, or acid reflux. Huh. Synthetics membership message says, have a good night. Gotta go to bed. All right. You too, buddy. Have a good night, man. Jess, isn't a throat coat just a scarf? Oh, shit. Your brain's working tonight. That's different. That's different. All right. Well, now I'm going to create a double sample. Unlike anything you've ever seen before, Bo. I'm gonna turn it into a headdress. Okay. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's 4 samples. Okay. All right. What else do we got in here? What else do we got in here? What is this? Oh, what happened, Bo Falcon? Did you take your rage out on this? What the hell, man? It's like it's busted open, dude. What happened? Flower, it sounds like you're from a made-up place. This is definitely poisoned. Let's be real. What the hell happened? What happened to this one, man? It was fine when you sent it? Must have had other objects smash into it? Okay. Alright. I can believe that. It's right at the edge. This apple maple bacon jam. It's got bashed up. It's got a bashed up lid too, man. I mean, if this had been opened by Canada Post to inspect it, there would be like damage to the tape that you would put on there, and there'd be a notification. There'd be like a notifying piece of paper. Apple maple bacon jam cheese topper? Cheese topper? What? Blend of flavors includes apple, cinnamon, maple, butter, and bacon. Does not get better than this. Refrigerate after opening. I got a feeling like the chocolate got bashed up. The mail people might have dropped it or something. Yeah, I think you might be right. There's chocolate under it too, man. This really got hosed, bro. That's too bad. That's too bad. Sorry, Bo Falcon. Oh, what is this? Mint chocolate honey patties. Huh. That sounds pretty good, man. That sounds pretty good. Our chocolate honey patties have a dark chocolate shell made from 100% raw cocoa that's filled with 100% organic raw white honey blended with peppermint oil. Luscious bite-sized treats. Taste amazing and are only 50 calories per patty. All right. All right. That seemed pretty good. Oh, what's this? Hey, Tim Tams. These are the dark mint ones. Oh, these ones are good too. There's multiples of these in here. Hell yeah, bro. This is dope. This is dope. Lots of fucking treats. Lots of treats in here. And then we got... Oh! Hold on, we gotta open this up. We gotta... Where? Yeah, whatever. Just keep this on my lap. That's not a big deal. We gotta open this one up. Come in a funky little box. I like this. This is nice. This is nice. One of them is unsealed? Oh, okay, hold on. I like these boxes. Yeah! Oh, this is fucking dope, man. This is dope. Okay, let me switch the angle. Check it out. Check out the business cards, yo. Look at how good that looks, man. Look at how good that looks. Now I got five YouTube channels. Now I got 5, man. That's dope. Look at that. There's the artwork of me from that fucking Paragon card, man. Yeah, these are dope. These are dope. That's awesome. That's awesome. These turned out great. These turned out great. Thanks, Bo Falcon. And we got a bunch of them. We got a bunch of them. Hugh, you too wish to be as cool as the Falcon? He's a fucking cool dude. He's a cool dude. Look at all this shit, man. Volkswagen, it's true. It's true. The cards were created before the movie channel even existed. It's only been around for like 4 weeks tops, right? Okay, what else do we got in here? We got, oh, weird, milk chocolate licorice bites. The trolley part of me feels like just putting a couple of these in a dish and not telling Carly what they are, so that she bites into them and finds out that there's black licorice inside. Because I like black licorice. She does not. So I might just do that. I might troll her with that. And then we got the original American cracker bread. Wheat sesame crackers. I might actually like this. I like pretty simple food. So it's the original ACMAC crackers. Inspired to share his culture's traditional Middle Eastern breads with the New World, our Uncle Jacob established his first bakery in 1893 in Massachusetts. 100 years and 5 generations later, we're still carrying on his legacy. Oh, ho, ho. Cool. You said you like boring crackers with no taste. I am actually genuinely excited to try these, bro. I have been warned. I have been warned. All right, then we got Madagascar chocolate, pure dark. And then Verse sea salt dark chocolate medallions. Pretty sweet. Pretty delicious looking. Then we've got relaxing pure active Dead Sea mineral salts. The hell is this? Oh, it's a bath salt. I thought... I'm glad I read this. Try it on my food. The crackers are popular at your store, but you think they're like eating cardboard. Well, I'll be the judge of that. I will be the judge of that, buddy. Carly can have those bath salts. What is this? A weird little black box. Hey, nice. Nice. Maple cookies. Yeah. Sweet, man. Oh, look, it's got two different... Look at that. I've never seen a cookie box that does it that way. Whoop, whoop. Volkswagen, you think Carly might like the bath salts? Well, we'll find out. We will find out. I'm guessing she probably will. Now, what the hell is this? What is this funky little black box? Looks like a cigarette case. Ooh, it's so shiny. How do I open it? How does this open? Nope. What is this? What is this? How do I open it? I don't want to damage it. Does it slide? Does it pop open? It's one of those things, you ever get something and you're like, I don't know how to open this and I don't want to break it. I got an MP3 player like a million years ago and I accidentally broke the battery compartment because it was like a slide and pry and I just pried it open. This is to put business cards in? Oh, cool. How does it open? How does it open? Does it open this side up? This side up? Patrick, it's a puzzle indeed. How the fuck does this open? How the fuck does this open? You don't know? You never looked at it? Oh, God. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, if I kept prying, I'd probably pull this thing apart. I figured it out! Look at that! Okay. All right, fancy boy. Let's put some business cards in it. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Where's the open box? Is this the open box? Nope. Is this the open box? Nope. Is this the open box? Yep. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Neat. All right. Sweet. Let me fill that box, girl. It came with the business cards? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So professional. Bwap! Here, take my business. Do businesses with me. That's dope, man. Probably put a couple too many in there. Want them to slide out easier, right? Yeah! What? I'm peeking out. I'm peeking out. Look, you guys can see the camera. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah. Right on. Right on. Thanks, man. That's dope. All right. Now I gotta fucking load all this stuff back into this box so I can show Carly later. It would be way easier to move this all inside the box. I feel like the jam is, I mean, it's literally gooping out the side, which means it's open, right? And if it says to refrigerate, I'm guessing that's not safe to eat. Okay, I can leave the business cards out because I'll just show her the cool little business card container. But everything else can go in here. Yeah! This was a hell of a bow box! Bo, thanks, man! This is fucking dope. This is dope. And I just ran out. I just ran out of the smoked almonds. I have some like store brand hickory smoked ones, and I had a couple today, and I'm like, ugh, these just aren't good. These are fucking awesome. I love these. I love these. That's a sweet score. That's a big fat bag of them too. Should toss the jam. It's probably tainted by now. At least I know it exists. Well, fair enough. You know what? I'll throw it out. I'll throw it out now. I'll put it in this bag right here. Tie it up. Tie it up. Jess, I know I'm a fancy boy. I'm a fancy businessman now. I'm a fancy businessman with the business card holder. And now I can go all American Psycho. And if somebody has a better business card than me, I can follow them home and smash their head in with a fucking hammer. Millmaster, you thought you snort bath salts? That's how you end up in one of those YouTube videos. For the fucking crazies. For them crazies. Oh. There we go. That looks good. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Oh, now that all the trash in this bag was like lightweight nothing, and the jam is so heavy that it's causing it to fall over. No big deal. Millmaster, you send me a recipe for bacon jam, I can make it easy. How about you jam that recipe on the way up your ass? Patrick, one day you're eating bath salts, the next day you're eating faces. No. No, don't want to be doing that. This is cool, man. Little business card holder. I'm so fucking fancy now. Got to remember which side it is, though, so I don't accidentally just tear the fucking shit off of it. It's the red side. It opens up like this. What? What? A mini-me! Yeah! That's fun. And these turned out great, man. These turned out great. They got all my different contact infos on them. That's dope. That's dope. A bunch of fun new stuff to try and stuff that I already know that I like. What a good mix. Bolt Falcon, you killed it, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to tell Carly. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell Carly that this is what you think of her, Bolt Falcon. I'll be like, Bolt Falcon said he sent you a Christmas orange. And this is exactly how he intended for it to be sent. That's funny, man. It really took a beating. I mean, you're supposed to smack the orange, right? But it really did take a beating. Whack and unwrap. Oh, it's got like the opposite instructions of my dick. Unwrap, then whack. Bolt Falcon, tell her you licked it to taste. Carly! What? Come here. Bolt Falcon sent you... He sent you a chocolate orange.
Oh, cool.
This is how it came.
Is it?
Yep.
You already smashed it?
Yep.
Cool. Smells good.
And he knows that you're a junkie. So he also sent you bath salts.
Nice.
Looks like a little bit of the stuff got smashed up in the way. We got sent apple jam, but it's like you got to keep it refrigerated, and it got knocked open. There's a dent in the lid, and some of it came off, so we just got to throw it away.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, but check it out. But check it out.
What? These your business cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. It's cool.
Turned out good, huh?
Sure did. That's great. Great job.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He said that he oh, we're gonna hold on. I'm gonna show you other stuff later.
Okay.
I put it all in a box so I can show you later. And be
This
like,
is new.
Yeah, the case came with the cards.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that he licked the orange, so.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Put a little bit of bath salts on it.
Yep.
Make sure to grate that onto our pasta.
Pure dead sea salt. Has not been bleached, refined, or mineral depleted.
I'm going to use that to bleach my asshole.
Don't do that.
I'm going to do a handstand and fucking shake that into my butthole until it burns.
Feel re-energized as you gently rinse with warm water.
I will.
No, it's mine. Thank you. Thank you. I'm off. I'm off now.
Dude, this is wholesome. Carly's great. Carly's great. We do movie reviews together. So we got the Hatcher Movie Talk stuff going on. And here's, you know what? Here's a little more Carly action. At Hatcher Movie Talks, we pride ourselves on two things. Respecting the fans. No, don't tell us in the comments. Shut up. I don't need to hear if you think I'm wrong. Shut up. And if you don't like it, I don't care. And always being 100% accurate. Yeah, because I don't remember anything from number 3. When you said the hacker kid, I was just like, hacker kid.
In the first one?
Yeah, that was the first one. Right?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. Hatcher Movie Talks. Subscribe now. You have 20 seconds to comply. There you go. If you haven't already checked out the channel, there's the link. Go get you some. We just put out the fucking RoboCop video today, so go and watch that. Carly was excited to see that it tells you like how your videos do compared to previous ones, and that one is the RoboCop video is doing the best out of all of our releases so far. Yeah, Bolt Falcon, that's it, man. Blind white, but you know when the brown eye goes blind, that's how you can see the future. When you lose one sense, your other senses get enhanced. So if you chemically burn your asshole, you can see the future. Oh, Jedi with the fucking RoboCop quote. I recognize that. I recognize that. Brown eye blind instead of third eye blind. How you gonna pee? Doo -doo -doo. So stupid. That's funny. Yeah, man, this box of stuff is dope. Carly's gonna be excited when she sees it all. Ball Falcon, you like Third Eye Blind? Hell yeah, man. Fisher, figured I'd appreciate it. Your roommate apparently put maple syrup in the fridge with a note that says, "Oh, Canada." Does he stand on guard for it? Maple syrup's awesome. I do love me some maple syrup. And maple syrup cookies. So that's fucking sweet. Man, a box full of stuff to munch is pretty fucking nice. I'm curious about those bland-ass crackers, genuinely. Sometimes stuff that other people think is bland and garbage turns out to be awesome. Sometimes it does turn out to suck, though. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, that was a dope crate, man. And I love the business cards and the fancy little business card holder. I'm taking this the next time I go to like a convention or something, bro. Wow. I wish that I had this when I went to the Grand Archive event. Jedi, you can't make your own maple syrup. You got to get it out of trees, bro. You ain't making it. If you making it, it ain't maple syrup. You got to get it out of maple trees. So I got news for you, bro. If you fucking poke a hole in a tree and it oozes out, you didn't make that. You did not make that. So, I call bullshit. I call bullshit, bro. Fisher, oh, the bottle shaped like a maple leaf. Nice, nice. I like stylized bottles. It's fun. It's fun. Tapping your trees for your own maple syrup's pretty sweet, man. That is pretty dope. I've been to like Winterlude where they literally pour maple syrup onto snow and put a stick in it and then just twist it around in the snow and make like a maple syrup lollipop like on the spot. It's pretty wild. They just have a trough of snow and pour maple syrup into it. Honestly, it does sound like primitive as hell. Clayton, we're trying to enjoy talking about food, not you tugging off dogs, bro. Do that shit. Do that shit on your own time. Tug off dogs on your own time. Lightwave, that's right. Tapping ain't just for magic. It's also for maple trees, bro. Get you that mapley goodness. Get you some mapley deliciousness. Oh, man, I'm glad I got that thing put together today. I started it yesterday. It took me hours. It took me hours to get it finished, but I'm satisfied now that it's done. Feels good. It feels good. I also sat down and played some Arena because since it's the first day of Foundations, that means that they're like, hey, we've given you 3 new daily quests. And 2 of mine were just to play lands and the other was to cast creatures, so I was able to do it easily. Larry, you heard you can get maple syrup from telephone pole? Listen, bro, if you drill into a telephone pole and it starts leaking goop, you don't want to eat that. You do not want to eat that. No, you do not. We watched Raising Arizona last night, and I gotta say, I feel like that movie's overrated. It was like, Huge, yeah, I mentioned that. I mentioned that some of the Foundations decks don't have names. I don't know if it's specific decks or ones that like you have rare copies of. You have some of the rares, but you don't have the Foundations versions, so the deck didn't get finished properly. But I had that going on with multiple of my decks. And I saw other people talking about how they had that problem as well. Fisher, you have a sign at your apartment that says Lance Arm, the only thing getting tap symbol to your... I had a shirt once where I ironed on this thing that said, it was a tap symbol, and it said tap target mother. Jedi, yep, I remember the untap symbol. That's a cool idea, honestly. The untap mechanic is pretty sweet. It's also easy to abuse, all right? Spurl, how far am I getting with my complete set of what? I haven't been completing sets on Arena for the last number of sets. There's not enough time to draft and do it, you know? Unless you really want to sit down and go hardcore with it and do like a shit ton of like spend all day drafting or whatever. But I don't know if you can even do that method anymore. When you only have seven weeks for a set, it's not enough time. Spurl, you thought I was doing something with Foundations and paper. Oh, and paper. Well, with Foundations, I only have like 8 booster packs worth of Foundations. So I did talk about theoretically collecting a set of it, but I have like very little of Foundations. But it'll also be out for years. So who knows? My main set focus right now is Bloomborough. But Foundations is something that I would definitely consider getting a set of as well. It's got that traditional Magic feel to it, and it's probably the most magical thing that we're going to get for like the next 12, 13 months that feels like Magic the Gathering. That's my guess. We'll have to see how Tarkir ends up turning out, but I have strong suspicions that Aether Drift and Edge of Eternities, or whatever the space set is called, isn't going to feel that much like actual Magic the Gathering. Jedi, you completed Ravnica Allegiance on Arena? Yep, I did those back then. I did a whole bunch of the... I completed a bunch of the sets back then. Like Corset 2019, the Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, that kind of stuff. Drunko, you trying to make Foundations Kellen into a commander deck? Oh, yeehaw, cowboy! Admiral says it's almost like they put a drop of real Magic into the IP soup to try and pass it off. Yeah, I mean, it does feel like that, doesn't it? 2025 is going to be a weird year for Magic, bro. It's going to be strange. It's going to be strange. I like this little business card holder, and I like the business cards. I remember when I went to the YouTube parties and all the YouTubers had their business cards and they were all handing them off to each other. And I didn't have any business card. I felt left out. They're like, oh, everyone's got fancy business cards and I have no business cards. Because the YouTube parties were for networking and all of it. All of it. Jedi, you think Aether Drift is a Grand Prix for Kaladesh? Well, apparently it's supposed to be a death race that goes across like 3 different sets. I'm guessing it's going to feel disparate and confusing, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And maybe it will feel cohesive and disappointing. That's right, Juglum. Now I've got a fancy business card. I like them. They're definitely a step up, you know? They got all the different contacts on them and everything. Yeah, that's dope, man. It's crazy. I can't believe that I've been doing this for this long as well. It's so nutty that I've been making videos and live streaming for like 7 years. The time has flown by. I feel very lucky that I get to do this stuff. It's gratifying on multiple levels. And it's neat just kind of seeing all this stuff on like a business card and just all of it, you know? Oh, I love it. There's no limits too to the number of channels you can have. They're not like, oh, you can only have one channel. So it's like, cool, sweet. Just started channel number 5. Channel number 5, the Movie Talk channel, which is, it's doing good. It's doing good. I'm happy with it. And Carly is happy with it, which makes me happy, you know? Spurl says, don't you ever leave us. You got another 20 years in you. I'd say I got more than that, bro. I'd say I got more than 20 years in me. I got no plans of going anywhere. I love doing this. Like, even when I, because we all worry about things, even when I get caught up in my fearful thoughts of what I'm doing going into decline and people not enjoying it as much or whatever, that the nice thing is that there'll still be a bunch of people who want to come and hang out. There'll still be people who watch my videos. There'll still be people who come to my live streams. It won't be the same as like the high watermark, but that doesn't matter because I was happy when I was live streaming for like 1 or 2 people. So it, like, I'm easy to satisfy in that way. And if it means like, if things decrease and I have to go and have another fucking job and only get to do this on the side, that's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean? I got to do this as my job. Most people never get to. So if I have to fucking change things up, then I have to change things up. And I got to go on the ride, bro. Clayton, throwing the cards like Gambit. I wish I could charge them with energy. Cheese, that I wouldn't have to dress up as the old wizard. I will be the old wizard. That's true. That's true. I can just like redo the keep the younger me version part of the intro and then just put the old me. I'm an old wizard. Who am I? Where the fuck am I? I'm sad and cold. Is that you, Death? Are you here to finally take me? Please? That's cool, man. It's cool to come in a little case like this. I like it. I like it. Because up until now, when I took my business cards, I would just take like a handful of the business cards and throw them into like my bag or whatever. Like this is the old business card. The contact information on it isn't up to date and whatever. So I like the new one better. I like the new one better. Ball Falcon says, that's me, Clayton. I'm Remy LeBeau. Millmaster, 3 times the planes, 3 times the slush art. Well, how much slush art do they have with beep beep vroom vroom in it though? Right? That's the question. That's the real question. I don't know how much slush art they can put in a set like this because I don't know how much they have kicking around where it would actually apply. Collector, would giving away Wolverine Magic Secret Lair without the bonding tank and rite of passage be done? Well, you're not really giving away the Secret Lair then, are you? You're giving away some Wolverine singles. And I'm sure there are people who would like them. I mean, the fucking Berserk is awesome, bro. So there'd be people who'd be happy to get the Wolverine or the Berserk or whatever. Absolutely. Danny, I'm your only YouTuber that still uploads regularly now. Oh, well, I mean, the good news is I'm still doing it, and I got a bunch of channels. Have you gone to my movie channel yet? Have you gone to my movie channel? There's the link for the movie channel. Because I got five channels. How long until they have silver and gold-plated cards? Well, they already made gold-plated tokens, so we're kind of already there. We're kind of already there. A Gambit special foil that looks like it's charged with energy would be pretty cool. Yeah, that could work. That could actually work. What's this doing on the floor? Habanero says, wait, before you cast a fireball, let me tell you the dimensions of the room. Don't cast a fireball in here, idiot. You're going to cast fucking lightning bolt. It's going to bounce off the wall and bounce back into us, goofbag. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Oh, man. Carly already saw the Tim Tams. She already knows, but she doesn't know this other stuff. I'm going to go show her. I'm going to go show her. All right. Thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. It's time for me to get going because I don't know if you've heard, but I'm a fancy businessman, and I got businesses to do. So, thanks for coming by. I will catch up with you guys again very soon. But for now, into the waters.